Well, happy Friday to you all. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger from Weather NorCal. This is Krueger's QuickCast. So as you're heading out the door this morning, it's going to be, we're still looking at those mild mornings, but not quite as warm as we were earlier this week, but still around 81 degrees by 8 a.m. for the valley. I'm expecting 60s and 70s for some of the higher elevations and the coast, of course, the cooler spot right there down into the mid-50s at 8 o'clock this morning. Let's take a look at that smoke forecast. Now, don't look at this and go, the yellows here is going to be like super smoky. This looks a lot worse than it is, so you really do have to pay attention to this. So it's not until you start getting into the oranges that it starts getting a little bit more significant. And really the biggest smoke producer is going to be the Shelley fire in western Siskiyou County, but even that, it's not going to be producing a lot of smoke, but I still think it's going to create a little bit of haze in some of the surrounding areas, in particular this area right here. It won't be as bad for the areas in gray right here through midday. And as we go into this afternoon and this evening, again, maybe a little bit more hazy for places like Weaverville and Hayfork, but not as bad elsewhere. And it looks like that starts to kind of dissipate as we go on into tonight. All right, let's take a look at the fire potential. The areas in orange is where we have the hot and dry conditions, and that's going to basically mean elevated fire danger. In fact, we take a look at the fire weather risk, combining the temperatures, the humidity, and the winds, and you can see here it's in the extreme range, especially for the north end of the valley and then the very high range. And look at the mountains. We're getting sprinkled in. There are a lot of yellows and oranges. That's the moderate to high category. So we're beginning to see higher fire danger for many of the higher elevations. Let's take a look at the forecast highs for today. You know, believe it or not, today's not the peak of the heat wave. 117 degrees for Redding. We're 110 degrees or higher for everyone, pretty much everyone in the valley. Mainly 90s and triple digits for the higher elevations. And of course, we've got those low 70s out along the coast. Quick reminder, be sure to check out weathernorcal.com or from your free Weather NorCal app, click on Animal Family and then Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals. And you can watch all of this great programming, hang out with Sharon Clay and all the animals out there at Turtle Bay. Again, weathernorcal.com, Animal Family, and from the free Weather NorCal app. Have a great Friday.